Hi, I'm Bobby, and this is Bobby's World. Let me tell you what we're going to do today. Today, we are going back into a no build. So the family hauler is going back to a no build. I am going to cut down my bed. I've been procrastinating it, and now it's time. I have one more week left of vacation before I go back to work. So I need to set my home up, get everything gathered in, and today you're going to come along and be a part of it. If you're new to the channel, hi, my name is Bobby, and welcome to Bobby's World. And here it is, totally empty. I really need to vacuum. I'm really gonna just start adjusting my reflectix. When I originally did them, I added matte black spray paint to the back of them. They were cut out perfect, and they fit perfect, but then I got that brilliant idea to use spray paint, and for some reason I feel like it made some type of a shrinkage. Now when I put my reflectix up, there's gaps and spaces, so I've been using some of the Gorilla Black duct tape to tape them around the edges, and I really want to stop doing that. So at some point I need to get some new reflectix, and I am thinking about getting some WeatherTech ones. So if any of you out there have the WeatherTech ones, tell me, did you keep the black side black or did you add fabric? Because on mine you'll see that I actually bought a black pillow slip and used spray glue that's for fabric onto plastic, and I glued it to the back. Now mind you, it already had the spray paint there, but it held pretty well. I actually got the black pillowcases at Walmart. It was 2 king size ones, and then I cut them down so that they would fit. And then the peacock material is actually just the top sheet that I used, and I just cut them out to fit. And you know, I used the spray, and it makes it tacky, it makes it sticky, and it's lasted. My only thing that I'm going to tell you is during certain times of the year when moisture builds up on the windows, they're going to get wet, and you need to bring them down so that they can breathe. So I leave mine up 24/7. Now I have to learn to do something so that I don't leave them up 24/7 and there's not going to be that buildup of moisture. I'm also going to use these lousy scissors and try and cut some of that fabric, but these scissors are really bad. I need to get my other scissors that I have in storage to do this process. But since I am thinking about buying whole new reflectives and starting over, or even getting the more expensive ones, then I'll change out. There's the WeatherTech ones, and then there's also these other ones that are on Amazon, but this is just the black fabric, which is just a pillowcase, and when you look in from the outside, it's totally black. And again, that's just a peacock sheet so that it gives some type of light on the inside, and I'm not looking at the reflectix itself. But I like colors, and I'm also debating whether to put curtains on the passenger windows so that I can open them and let the sun in and let some brightness in. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, they're Mickey Mouse, and I just want to have perfection and not have all this fabric hanging over the sides of them. So that's what I'm going to do in the future. I'm just going to continue to use these ones that I have right here, and just retack them with the spray adhesive that I have. This is an Elmer's one, but there was also another one that I did get at Walmart in the, like where the duct tape is. There's all the spray adhesives, and this sticks fabric to plastic, and it's been working really well. And that tape right there is, again, because I feel like my reflectives shrunk when I spray painted them black, but it is what it is. And until I get new ones, here's a closer look at the can so you know. It's a spray adhesive, and yeah, that's what's going to go on today. We're going to cut down and get everything in order, try and clean this up. Probably need to get those better scissors, but I'm still going to need to get some tape and tape them up until I get the new ones. Just getting back to work next week, so I need to build up that budget. I'm also going to get to my bed today. I've been procrastinating for the longest time, but it's time. And my son did let me borrow his handsaw. He didn't give me the chainsaw or whatever skill saw, you know, just to prevent me from losing another finger. Working on that upper body strength today, using that handsaw to cut these down. And I'm going to get rid of that additional piece of wood. My van is not leveled, and I don't think I'm going to be leveling it, so I'm just going to saw. And it was pretty easy. The saw was really sharp, and I'm just going to speed it up here and get to the nitty-gritty part. There was a lot of sawdust, but I did try and pick up as much as I could so I didn't leave a huge mess in my son-in-law's carport. But this was taken care of, and I didn't lose a finger. I still have nine Not a huge mess, and I did cut down the legs. You can still see there is a little gap right here. I'm going to cut down also the back side. I'm going to leave these ones so that it does have some flex, a little bit of flex in the middle, just a little flex. And then I'm going to put my mats down and then my carpet. I still have that inch gap there, and I'm going to turn this around, cut the other end, and then we're going to put it all in and see how that goes. It's only about 80 today, but I am dripping sweat. It has been a lot of work, but let's get this taken care of. I'm going to flip this around, saw the other side, and then I'm going to put everything in and see if it works or if I need to saw some more off. Nothing is balanced, nothing is even, everything is cockeyed and crooked, but hey, I'm just going to sleep on it. And that's about it, just to be comfortable once I put my mattress on it. Now I've cut it, I've put it all in. There's minimal inches underneath. So once I get that matting and the carpet in, it's all going to change, and hopefully it'll be a little balanced so that I can sleep at either end. Now this is just matting that I got, or mats that I got at Ross. It was like $12 and there's 4 of them. The carpet also has padding underneath, and I did cut that carpet so that it would fit a lot better, because this time I want to do things better than what they were, and I don't want the carpet to be bunching up. And then, you know, cutting it is a whole lot easier, a whole lot better, I guess, for me, so that it doesn't bunch up. And once I get the bed in, everything should balance out, but we're gonna see. I'm also hoping that the weight of the bed with the trifold and the blanket will weigh it all down and it'll stay put. Now this again is just another carpet that I picked up at Ross that was probably like $5.99, but it has the rubber on the other side, and this is going to be where I will choose to put my pop-up toilet. And if there's any spills or leaks, this can easily be removed and trashed. But we're going to see how the bed looks now. I'm going to go grab the bed and then put it in, and hopefully everything kind of balances, because I want balance. I definitely want balance in my home. So my bed is in, and it looks like it's going to do really good where this size is. Even if my legs are not even or balanced properly or cut straight, I think this is going to work, because I'm not going to break it anyway. I have enough support, and it's a thick enough board. And either way, you're not going to see the legs, because I'm going to cover those up, and then all of my bins with my clothes and additional items will be there. Now this is just a curtain that I picked up at the Goodwill. I probably paid like $1.50 for it, if not 75 cents, and it kind of goes in with the carpet. And then my whole comforter set that I have has orange running through it, so it does match, and it kind of, I mean, I like the color. Everything really needs to be cohesive. Okay, this is my home, and I'm going to add things and subtract things and bring things in and take things out and just change things up as I need to. Now that I've added the trifold mattress, I see that it's the perfect size that I wanted, and I am able to sit on the bed without hitting my head on the top. We're back at storage. The van. Start work next week, so I gotta move all my stuff back in and make myself at home. So I'm going downstairs to load all of it. I need to install the Blue Eddy, the refrigerator, the blankets, do all of that extra stuff that I need to do, and I also have other stuff. So right now I just have this tied with a shoelace, and this will have different compartments or hold different things for me. But right now my little bags, and the black bag holds all of my vitamins. This little white clear plastic thing is good for keeping things in place. Now across the back plastic drawers I want to put a wood. So I'm going to head over to Lowe's, but first I need to go to AutoZone. My car has been a little jumpy when it decelerates, I guess you would say, when it decelerates. And I Googled it, and it said that it could be dirty fuel injectors. So I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. But now when you put it in, they recommend that your car is on empty. So I got 45 miles. I'm gonna head over to Sam's Club, and that's my AC. If you can, that's my AC. If you can hear it in the video. But I'm gonna head over to Sam's Club, fill it up, and we'll see if this little ting or chitty jerk feeling goes away. This car did come with a new transmission, so it's not the transmission. So we're gonna see if it has something to do with the fuel injectors. If it's not the fuel injectors, then it might be the fuel pump. So let's go fill it up now. Not too many people at Sam's Club today, so I didn't have to wait long. So let's get it rolling, get it fueled up. It says that bottle can take up to 25 gallons. So one bottle should be enough. I don't think my car is 25 gallons. So let's see how far we go. Oh, there we are. The tank is full. We got 356 miles to go to empty. So let's see how we behave now. Next stop is Lowe's because I want to get the board to go over. Oh my gosh, what a distraction. I am so distracted. Look at all the Halloween. Look at it all. I love Halloween. I love seeing how everybody decorates their houses. Look at how fun. Look at the spider. Oh, he lights up. Oh, that's so cool.
I think he just lights up.
I miss having a house or a yard to decorate. That I do. But look at all these cool decorations. I will have to go and make a video through one of the neighborhoods where I used to live. Some people go way out and just decorate to the max. But look at this huge skeleton. And isn't that one guy from the Pirates of the Caribbean? Like the one holding the light? I don't know. I thought this was really cool too. Look at the skeleton. But all the tombstones, rest in pieces. Look at him. Like, could I just tie him down on top of the van and just drive around with him up there? I mean, I probably could, right? I mean, there's no law against it. Look at Casper. Look at Casper, the friendly ghost. I remember Casper. Look at Stitch, Donald Duck, a dog, Snoopy, and Mickey and Minnie Ghosts. How cute are these? And these are like old school because I remember my mom having a bunch of these little light up plastic things. Look at that Mickey mummy. And there's Casper again. Snoopy just chilling on top of Jack-o'-lantern. And now look at the Corpse Bride. Those are so awesome. Look at the Haunted Mansion from Disneyland. I hope I don't get a copyright strike on this, but anyway, maybe I can talk louder. Look at all the tombstones. I don't remember, like, over the years or years ago when my kids were small, we had to make our own tombstones. They didn't sell them already made, and now look at, you could just go and pick them up. But how cool are these guys? I need to go to Disneyland. Felix has a birthday coming up. He's going to be 4 in September. So I'm going to take him to Disneyland. It's just going to be Grandma and Felix. But look at all of these tombstones. They are so cool. I would love to just have Halloween 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Yeah. I am just a spooky person. Enter if you dare. Look at, what do you guys do? Not much. But look at all these fun things. Look at the little dancing skeleton. I know Felix dances a whole lot better than that. Felix likes to break dance. I'm going to have to show you a video of him breakdancing. Look at the DJ go. He's just spinning some tunes right there. Look at how awesome they are. Look at the little ghost dancing. They're so cute. As I walk through and get back on track, $19.98 for a fire extinguisher. I'm going to have to pick one of these up because I do not have a fire extinguisher in the car. And I will need one since I'm going to be cooking and using butane. Now look at this also. I thought this was interesting for elevating the floor. I know a lot of people put wood down inside and you need, because the floor is not even, and you may need something like this. I mean, this would be handy to put under the wood to kind of make it more balanced or level. But I need a piece of wood, like a shelf, that will fit over the drawer. I'm probably gonna have to cut it, but I don't want to spend a lot of money, so I'm really gonna take my time to pick something out and see what will fit. And if it's a fail, I mean, of course I don't want to spend a lot of money, because you know me, I don't measure anything. And I was going to measure this, honestly, I was going to measure it, but when I went to storage, I can't find my measuring tape. So I'm still looking. I mean, this is kind of cheap, but it's not wide enough, and I think I need something that might be about 2 feet by 3.5 or 4 feet. Now this is looking a little nice. It's thick. This is something that I could probably even stain if I wanted to, but there's some pretty pieces here for shelving. Okay, now this is a cheaper piece of wood, and if I have to saw it, I don't know that I could saw that. I don't know. I'm not a construction person. And remember, I'm using the hand saw because my son-in-law doesn't want me to use the skill saw because I have no skills and I might lose another finger. So I'm going to go back over to this other wood and just check out. Nah, I think I'll go back over to the other one. Okay, well, I'm going to get this one. It's only $17 plus the tax, maybe $21 or less. I'm getting this one. Now it's time for a quick lunch before I get back to the car and do all that manual labor. So this wood is going to be perfect, but I'm going to have to cut it because of this little area here. But I have space in between the drawers, and what I'm going for is a flat surface, because the drawers, they're not really a flat surface. There's spaces, things will fall, and on the wood I could use the double-sided tape or Velcro. And when you put weight on these drawers, it comes down here in the middle. So this wood is going to balance out the weight, but I'm probably going to have to saw off what is that, maybe 2 inches, so that it can fit perfect. Now as I'm in the van and in the back of the van, I'm seeing a lot of dust right here, so I need to dust. But I did put my lights back up, and if you're curious, these are the cubicle clips. You see that? They have like needles, and let me get one. So they have little needles, if you see the needles. So the needle goes into the fabric on the top of the headliner, and then they open and hold my lights. So I've got those around, and then over here I do have a binder clip, and I've stuck that into the panel. I also have a binder clip here, but a smaller one. If you remember, I had pictures up right here, so my shelf did come a little unstuck because I put my van in family mode and needed to use the seat belt, so the shelf came up and unstuck. Might do away with it, who knows, but I don't know, maybe putting it on here, and then I can have that little fan on top of it. Also gonna put some screen around these back windows so I can open the windows, and I'll use another binder clip to clip this seatbelt together, And in that area, I will put my other fan, which is just like a computer fan, and I'll put that in that area so that it'll bring in fresh air, but the screen is going to go around to protect any bugs from coming in, because I don't want to get any bug bites. But I still haven't done much with the reflective. I do eventually want to change it out, but right now I'm just in a parking lot and I need to go get the saw to cut this down so that it does fit up here, and then I can put my decor up there. Yep. I'm rethinking this again. You know those wheels when they just keep turning and turning and turning? I'm gonna cut this down. Right now there's double-sided tape on it, but I think I'm gonna cut it down some so that it fits in here, and I'll still have the cup holder, so I'll cut it to where I still have, the cup holder is all the way back there, so I have to cut some like this and then put it in there. So then I have like a shelf, because this space here is pointless, and that basket that I had there was just getting to be an eyesore, and I don't want so much clutter. I want to have better organization. So that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm going to cut down this wood, and the wood is going to go on top of these drawers. These are my reflectics that need to go on those windows. And I got some trash here, but anyway, I think this is gonna work. Just so I have a little shelf, because then I can still put the fan here, and I'll have a light switch here for the overhead lights. I'm gonna have a light switch there. I also have this magnet here for the light that I had above the sink. That I can move anywhere, but a little shelf here will be fine. I can put like my little decor and a little plant. Do I have a plant in here? What's in here? Yep. My life is in shambles. Then I have a plant, and I can put some little decor up. I have other decor, but you know, I like my little voodoo doll. His name is Harit. He's my little love bug. I do talk to him. He doesn't talk back, so he's the perfect mate. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that with that shelf, and I'm gonna clip that seat belt right in here. Okay, let me get back to work sawing, and got the Blue Eddy in, and under the carpet there's a mess on the floor, yes, but under my carpet is the power cord for the refrigerator, and so my pop-up toilet would go here, and my toilet would go down that side. Whatever stuff I need will be there. I am really thinking about curtains so that I can open, because I like having the light, but I think I'm gonna have to do a darker tint. So that might be next, is just getting a darker tint so that I can open up and let some light in, because it's really dark in here, the black interior, and I know I can't paint the interior because I'm just so sensitive to smells. But clothes are here, storage items are here, which I will access from the outside, and then under the bed will be clothes and kitchen supplies. I do have my stove. Again, my stove, I'll be cooking on top of the refrigerator. The wood is cut. It's not perfect, but it fits. But there's some little gaps, so I'm gonna head over to Target and probably get some double-sided tape and I might fill in those gaps with other pieces of wood just to kind of balance it. I'm not sure yet, but let me get that double-sided tape it down, and then just start the decorating process, because I start work on Tuesday and I'm really stoked. I have a great route and it's really close. Okay, let's go.
Hi, Coco. Hi. Hi, Coco. Hi, Coco. Mom, hi. Coco.
At the storage again, getting the little necessities, but the piece of wood is there, but because I reversed the drawers, one drawer is reversed, so there is that gap underneath, so I just put a little Mickey Mouse job there. And my Reflectix are back up, so here I have my clothes, so undergarments, shirts, pants. I also have additional clothing here. There is cooking, and I'll be adding more and more. I have a box under that is food, and I have my stove. So then I need to hook up. So this is going to be cooking supplies. So my canned goods, which I have right here, some coconut milk, easy opening, chickpeas, easy opening, and I have corn, easy opening. That is all gonna go in the drawer back there. So I'll grab my food and then come up here and cook. And all my cooking supplies will be right here in this little handy dandy bin. And I do have another one. This bin is going to be the food that I am going to put in the drawers. So when I do need food, I'll go and get it from the drawers and bring it up here to prepare it. So this will probably have other food supplies in it, and I have my stove too. So that's where we are right now with food organizing. For now, I've repurposed that little container, and I have hairspray, dry shampoo, toilet paper, face wipes, body wipes, laundry bag, and then vitamins, extra vitamins that should be in my vitamin bag up yonder. But I need to double side tape that tray down, and then I'm gonna add my laugh sign. I don't know where my love one is. I'm gonna double sided tape those up there, probably double side tape this one, and I still need to get those screens up. Procrastination is going to be my middle name. I put the Dollar Tree light up right here. We'll see how it lasts. Okay, so I got the family pics here. This is just a fake plant all stuck inside of a candle, which helps my van to smell good, because when the heat, it melts, it produces an aroma throughout the van. And then I got my lafufu. And so we have the family pics up. Everything is plugged in. I have the lights, refrigerator, and the solar panel. I have this other fan, which it has a light and it has different speeds. And I think this is going to be nice when it's hot. And I do like the white noise and the dimming of the light and no light and no fan. It also has a hook, but that's there now. And I have the computer fan, which I usually just put over in this area, but I do want to still put the screens up. I've double-sided taped that, double-sided taped this, double-sided taped this. That's double-sided taped. And this is all my morning glory, except for my castor oil is what I put on at night. But I have my face wipes, the detangling spray for my hair, hairbrushes in there, deodorant, and the perfume for the morning when I get ready. And usually this will have water, so if I get thirsty, I have water to drink. Now let's see. Here's the switch, and we have lights. Oh, well, we have some that are not working. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, this one's cut, so I'll just cut that one. So lights are working. Refrigerator is on. This is what we're doing. And again, refrigerator and cooking area. Anyway, I don't have water, but I have that at work. Toilet will go right there. And toiletries are under the bed. Cooking items under the bed. Extra clothes under the bed. We'll see right over here. Those are all of my emergency equipment. Bear spray, pepper spray, a knife. And then more, hygiene and sanitizer spray up there. I haven't sorted it out yet. And the bottom drawer shelf is my laundry supplies. So detergent, fabric softener, and fabric sheets. Also on that side, I'll be putting probably my toilet. It's currently right up here, but I don't want to put pressure on my curtain rod. So that'll be moved over to the door. And I still want to put the screen up, but lowering the bed has made a huge difference. And I have some other things that do need to go back on the back area. Probably my cell phone charger and all of that would go there. And whatever else I think of along the way. But we are cleaned up and we are ready to go. And so this is just basically a junk drawer right now. And here's food. I got tea, oatmeal, canned goods, some really quick cooking items. And then the bottom drawer is extra clothes, like clothes I'll be using at the gym. And these are basically extra clothes, shirts, and whatnots. But there is that. This is my solar panel cords. Solar panel is still up. It's up, it's good, and it's working. And this is just the driver's door and the items that I have in my driver's door. I'll be doing a full van tour down the line maybe next week. But right now I need to get my stuff in order because I have to be at work. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Until next time.
Hi. Hi. Hi, Go Go. Hi. Go Go.